shoot the punch to the soles. And from there, shoot the cap.
Welcome to another Kenpo banger.
Hello, it's Mr. Perez and Mrs. Perez from Central Coast Kenpo Karate, and we're going to be going over Darting Mace today. This is against a two-hand wrist grab. As you guys remember in Crossing Talon, we went over a single cross wrist grab. So we're going to still kind of start like Crossing Talon, but we're going to really utilize the sophisticated basic in this technique, using the forearm right into the vertical punch, striking the elbow of the opponent and the face. So really cool technique I like about this. Again, you can do bag work drills such as working the vertical punch, working the step through punch. For beginners, it's a little newer when they have to step forward with their left foot and strike up that way. So when she grabs me here, as I anchor my elbow, that's the first thing I'm going to do is anchor my elbow. Because I want to get, as soon as I anchor her elbow, her elbow starts to point towards me. So if her elbow starts to point towards me, that's when I'm going to take this direction and take advantage of hyperextending the elbow if I can, punching, and same time ripping my hand right back to my side, okay? Now from here, as I go up, her hands are probably going to come up. I'm going to hammer them down, right on those radial nerves, right into these nerves, boom, okay? And once I hammer them down, in my case, for my height, I'd probably just punch right to the face. But for the base version or ideal, I'm going to go to the solar plexus here. Okay, so once I hit my forward bow, now using her reaction, if her arms start to come up, I'm going to let that spring this into my chop, right into that chop here, okay, into my cap. Okay, so as you can see, I'm right into my cap. I settle into my cap. All right, now from there, I step through and palm to the chin, and then I cross out, or if I have to engage back in for more shots. Now, the cap you can apply as a knee strike. I've seen that version too, and that which is cool. So if I go 1, we have 2, we have 3, I can knee with my chop. Here. So not only can I get her here, but I can take advantage of borrow force here. If I chop her back, her neck goes up, her groin goes into my knee shot. And then I can plant and use my palm. So that's another method you can apply, is inserting the knee in the middle of this hand stores, which is kind of working this idea, right? So either one works. You can also play with dropping into the cat, transitioning from the cat, sliding continuously into the palm. There's a couple ways you can do it. Ideally, I teach it the first time I did it, which is punch, punch, drop the cat, and then palm. But I'm starting to like that knee strike too. So when she grabs, again, I'll see some beginners, what they'll do is they'll try to lift or muscle it, or they'll leave their arm here and just go right into this. So what I like is just like Crossing Talon, you're gonna try to re-grab them. But instead of re-grabbing, you're just gonna use this inward block and then punch right into this to separate the opponent from you. Okay? Now, the neat part about this is that you're dominating the opponent while you're walking through them, and they're backing away from you. So while they're moving away, you're striking them. So we got here, 1, 2, 3, okay? We're constantly driving your opponent backwards, taking advantage of using depth, forward momentum, and gravitational marriage, all those good stuff, okay? So if someone has you on real tight, so let's say I got her arm really tight. If I really have a good grip on her, and I want to control her, as soon as she drops her elbow in, she's just going to step in and throw the punch. 1. Now, if I try blocking this, that's when she can just hammer these down here. Shoot the punch to the soles. And then from there, shoot the cap and then the palm. Okay? So, a couple cool things about it are that opposite motion, where opposite limbs are moving, which is this, teaching the opposites. So you have opposites in short 2, right? Gives you this idea. In short form 2, you have opposites. So which is a really neat way of starting to teach the student in purple belt how to be coordinated using opposite limbs, similar to also gifted destruction, right? So with that being said, once again, if we have the wrist grab here, she's double grabbing real tight. Now you're gonna step in and anchor. So when you step in and anchor, you're also gonna take your left knee and check inside the legs. Here. So I'm going to check inside her leg. I don't want to be behind her leg. So again, you got to be cautious about that. If I go here, she can just lift her knee up and now I left my center line open. So I gotta go into her center line. I gotta beat hers, and that way I can protect my targets, right? So again, those are key things to look at. So once you guys be here, I anchor. To make this work, I need to anchor this elbow. That's the biggest thing. A good drill you can work on with students is this. So if I have Mrs. Perez here, if she cross grabs, it's crossing talon. If she double grabs, it's darting mace. If she grabs with this arm here, it's gripping talon. Okay? Straight to a direct grab. I can then do also glancing spear. And those are all drills I would do as freestyle drills. So if you take that as you take your higher belts and just go like, okay, pick the right technique to the right attack. Okay, so if she grabs me, I have to think really quickly, what can I do, what technique comes to mind, and what's my first thing. Don't do the whole technique, just do the beginning of the technique. Then the next step would be is create your own escape out of that wrist lock. So, you know, if she grabs me, bam, well, yeah, as simple as that. Just punch the person in the face, right? If it was always that easy, sometimes it's not, because if she grabs and pulls me down, I can't punch her in the face like this, especially on a direct. But in this case, if she grabs here and she pulls me into it, then I can try to take my gripping talon. That's what gripping talon's for. You know, if she starts yanking me into it, then I can go from here. All I gotta do is hold my elbow. Okay? All right, so those are some drills you can do, some fun stuff, and play with that. Let me know if you guys have any other drills you apply. Leave me a comment down below. Give me your thoughts and feedback on how you guys do your version of darting mace. I'd love to see it. Maybe I'll include it into the videos and then share it with the other Kenpoists. You guys have a great day. I look forward to putting out more content. We're almost through all of purple. We're already in the second half, guys, 2021. We're gonna finish this purple belt series, move on to the other belt series. Continue supporting the channel. We appreciate you guys. Thank you again. You guys take care, and we look forward to meeting you guys when all this is over. If anybody wants to meet in person, we'd love to share knowledge and go from there. You guys have a great day.
If you like what you've seen today, please share, like, and subscribe to the channel. The windows to your left are our recent video and archive videos. Check them out.